Hi guys, welcome back, and I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Now today's video is on a much requested topic, which is how to contour and highlight. Well, first thing first, why do we contour and why do we highlight? Well, with contouring and highlighting, we're essentially playing with light and shadow to improve or rather enhance facial dimension and appearance. So say for example, I want to highlight my cheekbone, which I have done right now. In that case, you place the highlighter on top of the cheekbone and the shadow just underneath it. Well, this concept is really simple and I'm going to show you how to get the perfect contour and highlight in the video. So please continue watching. Well, I have the foundation and the concealer well blended all over my face, and I'm going to move straight to contouring and highlighting. Now guys, you could contour using cream, liquid and powder products. What I'm going to use today is a combination of cream and powder. So I'm going to use this contour stick from Fenty Beauty in shade Truffle, and I'm going to top it up with this powder product from the Balm Cosmetics called Bahama Mama. Now when it comes to selecting a contour powder, always remember that opt for something that has a cool ashy tone to it. Warmer tones or powders that actually have a little bit of an orange tinge or a yellow tinge to it are apt for bronzing the face, not so much for sculpting. So to contour my face today, I first need to understand the shape of my face. So well, I have an oval face shape and my forehead is slightly bigger in proportion to the rest of my face. Also, my face is petite, and if I go really intense on the cheek contours, I might actually end up looking a little too pale. So I'm going to take this flat brush from Real Technique and my Fenty Beauty contour stick, and I'm going to take some product onto the brush. I'm going to shade this into the hollows of my cheek just below the cheekbone. Now first thing first, I'm going to touch my cheekbone first and understand where exactly I should place the contour. Now starting from the top of the ear, I'm going to move diagonally to the outer edge of the lip. Almost in this direction, you could actually place a pen or a brush and understand the placement of your contour. Now however, I'm not going to go all the way to the lip. I am going to exactly stop at the outer corner of the eye. So let's get started, and I am going to go inward. Squeeze your mouth to actually understand the placement of your contour well. So well, now with this I actually have an outline for the contour, and I'm just going to go ahead and intensify it. So one thing to remember is I'm not going all the way to the outer corner of the lip. It will actually make me look like a zombie, and the intensity of your contour should actually depend on your face shape. Like for someone with a round face shape, I would actually love to go in with really intense contours to highlight the cheekbones. Now repeating the same step onto the other side of my face. Well, you could actually stop at this point and move on to the next step, but I'm going to darken up the cheek contours a little bit more. Okay, I'm also going to contour the forehead to create an illusion of a smaller forehead. Well, let me tie up my hair. Well, in addition to this, I am also going to slightly contour the jawline. I like my jawline to look super chiseled and very defined. Now, just a little bit around the jawline should be enough. Well, if you do not have the contour brush, it's absolutely okay. I also love the Real Technique contour brush. This one is slightly angled, and this one is something that I use for powder contours. So I'm actually going to use this now. If you have a square face or a round face, I would really emphasize on contouring the jawline. For a square face, I would actually contour and soften out the outer corners of the face. Now for a round face, since the jawline and the cheekbone area is really soft, I would create strong angular contours so that the face looks super defined and lifted. Now the golden rule here is that blending is key. So I'm going to take this Real Technique contour brush and just make sure everything is nice and blended. There are no harsh lines or patches. Okay, so now I'm left with the nose contour. Now moving on to the nose contour, I'm once again going to take this flat brush and take some product onto it. Now I like to tilt my face so I can exactly know how and where to shade. Now starting from the outer edge of the eye, create a straight line. And for the tip, take the product in a semicircular motion. Just make sure the intensity of the product on both the sides is the same. Well, for me, I already have a very pointy nose, so I don't really need a very strong contour. But if you happen to love strong nose contours, then this is the best technique to get that pointy chiseled nose. Now cream contours have to be set, otherwise they will possibly melt away. So what I'm using today is the RCMA no color powder to set my makeup first before I move on to powder contours. Now I'm going to top the cream contours with a powder contour. Now you could totally skip the cream contour if you're looking for something really soft, and also if time isn't a luxury for you and you're really running late. Powder products are generally quicker and easier to handle. Now using a combination of cream and a powder will ensure that the product stays in place for long. So I'm going to show you both the techniques so you can decide what to use. Well, as I mentioned before, I'm going to use this really nice cool tone powder from the Balm Cosmetics called the Bahama Mama, and I'm going to use this Real Technique brush. Well, if you do not own a cool tone contour powder, do not worry, you have the eyeshadow palette with you. Choose a matte brown shade that is more on the ashy tone, and only remember that eyeshadows are more pigmented, so you might just really want to use a little bit of the product and blend it really well. Well, following the same technique as cream contour, I'm going to use this contour powder and shade the exact same areas on the face, which is the hollows of my cheek, well guys, this is how my contoured face looks like. And now I'm going to move on to highlighting. Moving on to the highlighter, what I'm using today is the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter in Golden Sands. Now this is available on Nykaa, which is the most exciting news. You can actually get all the Huda products there, and this is actually something I bought from the Nykaa app. Well, I'm going to use the powder highlighter today. You could actually follow the same drill and use a liquid highlighter first and top that up with a powder highlighter. If you do not really own a highlighter, do not worry, all you need is a shimmery eyeshadow. Just make sure that the tone you select complements your skin tone, otherwise you could actually end up looking a little too ashy. And here comes a pro tip. Always remember that your face has to be really nice and matte before you apply a highlighter. The natural oil from the face can actually make the highlighter look really muddy. So remember to set your base well with a nice translucent powder. So while taking this fan brush, beautiful fan brush from Zoeva, I'm going to take this, take a little bit of the product onto the brush and apply it on the high points of the face, which is the top of the cheekbone. It's a beautiful golden shade, and I think this golden sand palette is all you Indian Asian girls need. It absolutely complements our skin tone. Now I really like the design of the fan brush. It actually absolutely fits into the area where you want to highlight. I'm also going to highlight the bridge of the nose, a little bit around the cupid's bow, and a little bit around the chin. Well, if you have a very oily T-zone, you might want to skip this area. Well, I'm not really going to highlight the forehead. The reason being that I don't want too much of focus to go on my forehead, which is already slightly bigger. So I'm going to skip highlighting the forehead. If your face shape is round or a heart shaped, then highlighting your forehead will actually add a lot of volume to that area. If I have to think of someone with beautiful heart-shaped face, that has to be Deepika Padukone. She is the best classic example of a heart-shaped face. And if you notice in most of her pictures, she really focuses well on highlighting her face. Highlighting is going to accentuate the high points of your face and add more volume to the facial features that you want to enhance. Last but not the least, I'm also going to take a little bit of the highlighter and add it to the brow bone. And maybe a little bit on the inner corner. Okay, I'm going to quickly come back and just finish the rest of my face off screen, add a little bit of blush, maybe a little lipstick, and come back. And I'm back. Now, wasn't contouring and highlighting really simple? Once you understand this corrective technique, you can actually contour and highlight like a pro. So well guys, this was it, and please go check my Insta and Facebook page for any future updates. I constantly am doing something or the other, and I'm giving you some really cool tips, and I would love to hear from you if you like watching my videos, if you like the tips that I give you. And I hope this quick contour and highlighting tutorial was helpful. And do let me know if you'd like to see more of such how-to technical videos. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon in my next video.